Section 2. My recon forces in the high-rise building in the village spot the first BTR and his dismounts. The dismounts are disembarking the BTR. And they are making their way into the field. From this position they will move up to here, where they will try to establish an observation position and a staging ground for their assault via infantry into the village. At this point, the snipers from the house will take them under fire. At the beginning of the third minute, the EGS, with help from the observers in the high-rise building, begins to engage the Ukrainians. The snipers also engage, and one of the grenades takes a victim. The snipers continue to fire as the BTR slowly advances. The sniper takes a victim. Further Ukrainian troops are moving up through this field. These snipers are calling into position in order to cover the field. Either this squad or the snipers themselves crawl into position, hear vehicle noises coming from this road. The Ukrainians put heavy suppressive fire on the snipers in this building. They will have to escape if they want to keep their lives. These snipers are now in position. And they begin to fire at the Ukrainians. One man down. They are immediately met by suppressive fire from the Ukrainian army. To the rear, two BTRs are spotted. In this turn, this sniper team has to escape Ukrainians. And they do so just in time. Avtomat was shaved. The sniper team in the house has also made a run for it. They do not want to stick around until the house is demolished by RPGs and other worse things. They will run back to the city, but not before they shoot a few pot shots at the Ukrainians. They're going to retreat all the way back over here into this high-rise building, and they will keep harassing the Ukrainians by fire. The two BTRs on this flank have begun providing suppressive fire on the sniper team. Their infantry is also moving up to here to set up an observation position and a fire position. The BTR begins to put fire on my observers in the building. On the west flank, further BMPs are spotted. One BTR moving into position over here, while my squad is trying to get into position on this hedge in order to get a firing solution on them with their RPGs. The first Russian casualty of this engagement is sustained by my team in the riverbank. They will try to retreat back into the riverbank to avoid further fire. Meanwhile, the sniper team makes it back to the outskirts of the village. My PKM begins to open fire on the Ukrainians in elevated position, firing on their squad in riverbank. BTR is moving up, possibly with infantry and ammunition next to it. It is providing suppressive fire in the general direction of the village. The squad on the left engages the BTR with an RPG-26, but misses the shot. They sustain one casualty. The sniper squad finally moves into a high-rise building at the bridge. Now both recon teams are in the same building, along with the sniper squad. Ukrainian infantry advances on the village. 10-minute mark tactical recap. So far, almost everything is going as expected. The enemy has taken the farm and the trees on top of the hill and has begun what appears to me as a small-scale probing advance into the village. My snipers have safely retreated into the village where they have resumed harassment fire of the enemy. During this turn, the Ukrainians have put heavy fire on this building and caused one casualty to the guys inside. The sniper team will also sustain one casualty due to BTR fire. RPGs launched at the BTRs, but it misses. On the left flank, the squad, which missed the RPG shot, tries to abandon its position. The squad leader is hit by Ukrainian machine gun fire. The squad panics and seeks cover. During the 12th minute, things get really interesting on the left flank. The BTR moves up next to the barn and begins firing on my troops down in the valley. This BTR receives a shot from an RPG. And it is knocked out. At the same time, this squad in the riverbank near the village moves into the house in order to gain a line of sight on the Ukrainians advancing into the village. They fire an RPG and the RPG misses. This BTR is suppressing the old position of the sniper team. At the beginning of this turn, I have realized that the main enemy effort is going in the direction of the village. Therefore, I am moving this RPG squad, formerly positioned at the ford, to the bridge, so that they can provide anti-armor support if armor starts rolling down the road. Here, the AGS attempts to engage BTRs down the road, but in this very attempt, he causes a friendly fire incident in the building, which kills 2 of his comrades. After receiving fire from both the rear and front, soldiers in the high-rise building by the bridge begin to evacuate the building in a mixture of panic and organization. The last remaining member of one of the scout teams runs away terror emits machine gun fire into one of the buildings. While the sniper team gets out of harm's way into the neighboring building.